So before this video gets started, if you're interested in signing up to be an Uber driver and you want to start making $30 to $40 per hour and you want to get a huge sign-on bonus, go ahead and use my link in the description below to sign up. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for coming by. So today's video, I'm going over 40 secrets that most Uber drivers don't know. So I've been driving for Uber for a while and I've discovered most of these things on my own and I just want to share them all with you. So let's get started. All right, secret number one is that if you signed up for Uber and you forgot to use a referral code to get your referral bonus, there's still a way to get that sign-up bonus that you forgot to get. That's just pretty much free money waiting for you. And that just depends on the time you signed up, the market that you're in, and the bonus could be up to around $1,000. So make sure to check the description for the instructions on how to do that. Okay, secret number two is that Uber has way more passengers than Lyft does. So a lot of people always ask me, is it better to drive for Lyft and for Uber? And I always like to say, well, Uber has a lot more passengers, so you won't be waiting as much in between rides. And sometimes you won't be waiting at all. You'll just be getting rides all day long. Okay, secret number three is that Uber has quiet mode. It's something that they just launched, and basically passengers can now request that their drivers be silent throughout the entire ride. So that's pretty crazy. All right, secret number four is that Uber pays you for your long pickups. So when you're driving for Lyft and you have, let's say, a 10, 12 minute, sometimes even a 15-minute pickup, Lyft doesn't pay you at all, but Uber actually pays you for the time and the mileage that it takes you to get to that pickup. So that's one advantage that Uber has over Lyft. All right, secret number five. You don't get paid very much for waiting. So when you're driving for Uber and your passenger asks you, hey, do you mind if you take me to the grocery store, or do you want to go through the drive-thru? Even a supermarket sometimes, I've been asked. You want to say no and that you don't get paid for waiting. You could spend 30 minutes waiting in the drive-thru and maybe make $1 or $2. So keep that in mind, you don't get paid for waiting. Okay, secret number six is that as an Uber driver, you need to have rideshare insurance. So when you're transporting people in exchange for money, your normal insurance company won't cover any accidents at all. And if they do find out that you're driving for Uber, they could actually drop you. So it's really important that you do get rideshare insurance, and do keep in mind that Uber's deductible is like over $2,000. So even if you do get into an accident, you're gonna have to pay $2,000 out of pocket if you don't have rideshare insurance. So if you're driving for Uber, make sure you do have rideshare insurance. It's super important. Okay, secret number seven is it's actually smart to not drive around when you're waiting for rides. So in between rides, sometimes, you're just waiting for a passenger to request you. And at first, when I started driving, I would drive around my area and I was just putting on miles on my car. And I actually found out after a while that it's much better just to sit and wait for the passenger to request from where you are. So when you're driving for Uber, just stay where you are and wait for the rides to come. Trust me, they will come. Okay, secret number eight is that when you're a rideshare driver, when you're driving for Uber, you get access to discounted car washes, discounted oil changes, discounted tires, because when you're putting on a lot of miles on your car, you're gonna have to get those things done more frequently than a normal driver. So what I would do is I would call up a bunch of places and ask them, hey, do you have discounts for Uber drivers? And a lot of them will happily accept you, and some people even get like $20 or $30 per month for unlimited car washes. So definitely check that out. Okay, secret number nine, and this is a new one, is that you can actually get paid for playing music in your car. There's a company called Stereo that actually pays Uber drivers simply to play music in their car. So you can make an extra $200 per month simply by using Stereo. All right, secret number 10. This is one of my favorite ones. So you can make an extra $300 per month by using a company called Cargo. So what Cargo does is they send you free food, they send you a free box for your passengers, and your passengers can buy you know, snacks from your box, from your cargo box. And a lot of the items are actually free, like free samples. And every time a passenger takes it, you get paid. So you can make an extra $300 per month using cargo. Okay, secret number 11 is that there's a company called Rapify that will actually put advertisements on your car, and you can make an extra $400 per month simply by wrapping up your car in advertisements. And they do it all for you. There's no risk at all, and you don't need to, you know, get people to sign up through your code that you advertise in your car like some companies do. They pay you simply a flat rate for wrapping up your vehicle. So that's pretty cool. All right, secret number 12, and I love this one. So there are companies out there that will give you tablets for free to put on the back of your headrest for your passengers to play games on, and they show advertisements, and every time your passenger watches an ad, you get paid money. You can make an extra $100, $200 per month, and these companies are called Viewer, Vugo, Play Octopus, and Surf. I will leave the links in the description below if you want to check those out. Okay, and secret number 13 is that you can make an extra $500 by doing product market research as an Uber driver for a company called Product Lab. So if you want an extra $500, definitely check them out. Okay, and secret number 14, and this one is exclusive for Uber drivers, is that you can actually get free gas with a company called Get Upside. So if you want free gas, you can use Get Upside, and they basically partner with local gas stations, and every time you refer somebody to sign up using your code, they get 25 cents off per gallon, and it just adds up to the point where we're actually just getting free gas. It's really awesome. All right, secret number 15 is that if you want to sign up to be an Uber driver and you don't have a car, you can actually rent a car through Uber. Uber has partnerships with Hertz, they have partnerships with Getaround, Fare. You can rent a car so you don't have to, you know, put any maintenance on your car. You don't have to pay for maintenance, depreciation. The only thing you'll be paying for is gas. But you get free gas if you use Get Upside. But this secret is you can rent a car to drive for Uber. Okay, secret number 16, and most people don't know this at all, and some people did find this out the hard way, but it can actually be illegal, depending on your state, to have a phone mount in the center of your windshield, or even to have a hanging car freshener, because that is considered an obstruction of view, and you can actually get a ticket for that. So if you have a phone mount, make sure you put it on the side where it's not blocking the middle of your windshield. And your car freshener, just make sure it's not too large that it's blocking the view. All right, secret number 17 is that there are apps out there made specifically for Uber drivers that show you and me where the best hotspots are. So I use these apps because I like to know where the hotspots are and where events are and everything. These apps are called Rider, there's an app called Fair Pilot, there's a bunch out there. You can just search through the App Store and type in hotspots for Uber drivers, and it helps a lot. All right, secret number 18 is that you can use a dash cam to record all of your rides. And this helps a ton for driver protection. So anytime a passenger might do something, you know, say something weird or say something like maybe even harm you in a rare case, you have protection. And it will record you just in case you do get an accident and somebody tries to blame you. So it's really good to have a dash cam. And you can get them on Amazon for, you know, anywhere from 40 to like 100 or 200 bucks, and you do pay for what you get for it. So I definitely recommend getting a dash cam. Okay, secret number 19, and this is a new one, but with that dash cam footage, you can't post any of that online. It's totally fine to, you know, record rides as long as you have the consent of your passengers, but if you're publishing that online, you can get deactivated. All right, secret number 20 is that it's illegal to record audio of your passengers in most states, and you do need to require some form of consent, whether that's a sign that you have in your car or whether you tell them when they get in, but make sure you are letting your passengers know if you are recording audio. All right, secret number 21, and this is super important, and unfortunately a lot of drivers are doing this, but you cannot take unaccompanied minors. If you do get a passenger request from somebody who's under 18, you can and will get deactivated for it. So don't take the risk. please, please don't. I know a lot of drivers, maybe even some people watching this, do take unaccompanied minors, but don't do it. There's huge risks, and yeah, it's actually illegal, so don't do it. Okay, secret number 22, and going along with unaccompanied minors, when you pick up a child or a baby, they have to have either a child seat or a booster seat. And this is also totally illegal, you know, if you do take a baby or a child without one of those, because you as the driver, when you got your license, you said that when you transport a baby, they need to have a car seat. So you will get a huge ticket, you could get deactivated, maybe even lose your license. So, and a lot of passengers do request rides with babies and childs, and they don't have a booster seat or car seat. So make sure that either you have one or your passenger has one. Okay, secret number 23, and this is super, super important. You don't want to make this mistake, but when you're driving to an airport or when you're picking up somebody from an airport, there are very, very strict rules just because of airport security and all the threats that happen at airports, is that you have to have a placard on your car when you're driving for Uber, and if you don't, you can get a ticket up to $2,000. Also, when you're driving at an airport, you have to go to the pickup location. You can't just pick up a passenger at their terminal. So make sure you don't make this mistake, because you will get a ticket for that. And that's not Uber giving you a ticket, that's the airport giving you a ticket. Okay, secret number 24 is that when you're dropping off and picking up passengers, you can't stop in the middle of the road. There are a lot of policemen now giving out tickets for that very reason. So when you're picking up somebody and dropping them off, make sure you pull over in a safe location. Okay, secret number 25 is that when you're driving for Uber, you can only drive for 10 hours straight before they will cut you off. And you have to take at least 6 hours off in any given 24-hour period. So just keep that in mind. Some people, when that does happen, they'll switch over to Lyft. So just to avoid, hitting that limit, that's why I do recommend signing up for both Uber and Lyft. Okay, secret number 26 is that when you're driving for Uber, you have 3 main expenses. You have depreciation, you have car maintenance, and you have gas. A lot of drivers only calculate gas, and that's a huge mistake. You want to be calculating every single expense you have. That way you take into account how much money you're making versus how much money you're putting into it. So just keep in mind those 3 expenses. Okay, secret number 27 is that most passengers don't want to talk to their driver. A lot of passengers, when they get in, they just want to sit back, relax, go on their phone, maybe put in some headphones. And just keep that in mind that, some passengers do like to talk, but most of them just don't. It's important just to say, hey, what's up? Or hey, how are you? Greet them, of course, but keep in mind that they don't want to talk during the ride, mostly. Okay, secret number 28. This is super, super important. And if you're a new driver, you won't find this out until tax season comes around, but Uber only tracks your miles during trips. So when you're driving, every single mile that you accrue, that's 55 cents that you can get back on taxes. And the thing is, you need to track every single mile that you do, even in between rides, because those are all tax deductible. So you can either do that in a spreadsheet, like just write down the starting mile, the ending mile per day, or you can get an app like Mile IQ or Rider or one of these mileage tracking apps, so that way you can get all the money back at the end of the year that you do deserve. Okay, secret number 29 is going along with taxes, is that you can get a tax deduction, a tax, refund with pretty much everything that you spend money on relating to your Uber business. So anytime you get, any car washes, anytime you buy gum, snacks, candy for your car, literally anything you buy that is supporting your Uber business can be a tax write-off. So make sure you calculate every single tiny expense, because it does add up. All right, secret number 30 is that it's super illegal and against Uber's terms of service to do cash rides. And it's also very dangerous. There's so many reasons why you shouldn't do cash rides, but never do cash rides, because it's number one, it's not tracked through the app at all. So you don't know, Uber's not tracing that person. You have no idea who that person is. Number 2 is if you get into an accident, your insurance won't cover it, your personal insurance won't cover it, Uber's insurance won't cover it. You're paying all of that out of pocket. And number 3, it's just dangerous because, you know, like I said, you don't know who that person is. And also number 4, you can get deactivated from Uber. And number 5, you can actually get a ticket from the police because it's illegal. You do need to have a commercial license if you want to, and a commercial insurance if you want to take somebody for a cash ride. So don't ever, under circumstances, ever take cash rides. Okay, secret number 31 is, as an Uber driver, you might find yourself in a dangerous situation, and especially if you're driving like super late at night. So it can be smart to carry some form of protection, because when it does come down to it, you want to make sure that you can protect yourself at all costs if something dangerous does happen. Okay, secret number 32 is that sometimes passengers, they leave false reports because they're trying to get a free ride. And a false report is basically when a passenger says that the driver was doing something that they didn't do. And a very common one is that the passenger will just say that, oh, the driver was speeding, or the driver was, made me feel uncomfortable, and they'll just rate you a 1 star and try to get a free ride out of it. I know it stinks, it's horrible, but there's just bad people out there, and this is just something to watch out for. Okay, going along with that, secret number 33 is that sometimes passengers will try to scam you based on their drop-off location. So if a passenger requests for you to take them to a different location, say they requested a ride from, point A, and all of a sudden they say, oh, can we go this way instead? You definitely can, but make sure they do change it through the app, so it doesn't look like, you just drop them off at a totally different location, because passengers will try to report you for that. I know, again, it's really bad, but that does happen. So make sure they do change the destination in the app. Okay, secret number 34 is that if a passenger spills, throws up, makes any sort of mess in your car, smokes in your car, does something, you can get a cleaning fee for that. And usually it's up to like $150 or $200. So anytime somebody makes a mess, make sure you take photos before you clean it up, and make sure you know who that person is so you can report that and get that cleaning fee for them. Okay, secret number 35, and most drivers don't know this at all, and I actually found this out from a couple of news stories, so make sure you do this. If a passenger ever leaves a phone in your car, because that does happen, make sure you turn the phone off, because what happens now is that most phones have GPS trackers in the phone, and passengers can track your location. And I've heard of stories where passengers actually show up to their driver's house looking for their phone, sometimes in the middle of the night. So if a passenger ever leaves a phone in your car, turn the phone off immediately and wait for them to contact you through the app. All right, secret number 36, and I've been requested this a lot, and I've run into this problem a lot, but passengers cannot drink alcohol in the car. Unless you live in some weird state that has no open containers laws, most states, it's totally illegal for anyone to have an open alcohol container in your car. And a really good way to combat this is just to tell your passengers that you don't accept any liquids at all into your car. So just keep in mind that if you do get pulled over and one of your passengers is drinking alcohol in your car, you could lose your license, get a huge ticket, and get deactivated from Uber. So no, under any circumstance, never allow a passenger to drink alcohol in your car. All right, secret number 37 is that you can drive for both Uber and Lyft at the exact same time. So the way that this works is that you turn on both apps and you wait for a ride request. And as soon as you get a ride request from that one, you open up the other app and turn that one off immediately. And that way, you're pretty much never waiting in between rides. And this is a great way to basically make the most amount of money throughout your day. So yes, you can drive for both Uber and Lyft at the same time. All right, secret number 38 is that the number one way to get more tips as an Uber driver, are you ready for this one? I'm sure you are. It is to establish some sort of connection, some sort of emotional connection with your passenger. And no, this is not going to happen with every single passenger, but if you find a passenger who, you know, starts talking to you, starts telling you that, you know, they grew up playing baseball or something, and you can kind of hit it off, that's a great way to make extra tips, is because people like having emotional connections. So just keep that in mind. That is the #1 way to make more tips, on top of, you know, having a clean car, driving smoothly, safely, all of that. But yeah, that's #1 way to get more tips. All right, secret number 39, and I think this is super cool, and some Uber drivers are making a lot of money doing this, is that they're actually running separate businesses out of their car while they're driving for Uber. Like, I know one guy, he sells jewelry in his car. One guy, he promotes his events company in his car. He drives in Hawaii, and all of his passengers are mostly tourists, so he tells them, like, oh, you know, you can get a sunset trip or a sunset hike, concert tickets, and he gets a commission on every single sale. So get creative and maybe start your own business, because every single passenger that gets into your car, you know, that's almost free advertising. Even today, I was taking an Uber and somebody gave me their card to their limo business. So you can make a lot of extra money with a side business. Secret number 40, we're almost done. This isn't the last one, there is a bonus one, so stay tuned for that one. But secret number 40 is that there are a ton of Facebook groups specifically for Uber drivers. We actually did create one for the Rideshare Hub. I will leave a link in the description below if you want to join that one. But even based on your location, there are a lot of Facebook groups that do help and you know, tell other Uber drivers in your area. You know, you can connect with other Uber drivers in your area, which are really, really cool. And I really like connecting with you guys in my Facebook group, so please join and we can actually chat together. And the bonus secret, guys, I know you've been waiting for this one. This is the most important secret for Uber drivers out there. If you don't follow this secret, you are seriously missing out on having the best experience as an Uber driver. Are you guys ready? Say it with me. I'm ready. I can't hear you guys. I'm ready. All right, guys, are you ready for the bonus secret? The Rideshare Hub. We have merchandise. Just like this one, we have a bunch of different designs specifically for Uber drivers. So when you're driving for Uber, you can rep Rideshare. Make sure to check that out in the description below if you want. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up if you learned something new. And comment down below, did you learn anything new? And what was it? And share with me, maybe you have a secret of your own. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss another video from the Rideshare Hub. You guys are awesome. Get out there, make some money, and stay safe. I will talk to you all soon. Have a good one. Bye, guys.